Okay, hello. And anyway, I'm back, and but I'm only back for a short time. Not going to stay on here very long. It's rather late here and stormy weather here. In fact, it's storming out there right now. And hey, Brett, how you doing? Yeah, just thought I'd come on for a little while. All right. Uh, I'm very concerned about uh, some things that are going on right now. So that's another reason why I'm not going to stay on here very long. Uh, I'm really very concerned about. Hey, hey, Bessie, how are you doing? And I don't know, maybe you guys could cheer me up a little bit, but I'm a little bit worried about some people right now. People that we all know, uh, some of our friends, and some of the situations that they're in right now. Uh, not not very good. Uh, oh, okay. You're still in bed. You're just waking up. I haven't even been to bed yet, Bessie. Yeah. Well, anyway, Kuya Brett, my two amazing Kuyas. All right, Brett. Did you know you're a Kuya too? Oh boy. Well, anyway, I'm concerned about a few people here that's really kind of come to my attention. One of them is over in Israel, and really there's probably several more over there with her that are. You're home now. Okay, yeah. All right. Thanks for letting me. Yeah, yeah. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to have to work all on into the night there, and it's getting kind of late here, so I just decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and start one, and we'll go on from there. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Your amazing Annie is here. Okay, all right. Betsy Joyce, aloha. All right, okay. Brett Glasso, aloha. Love, love, love. Yes, yes. We need some love, love, love right now. Hey, Lefty, how are you doing? All right. Okay. Yeah, let's do. Let's. And I'm still naked. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Let's talk with Bruce. That's a good idea. Yeah. We need to have a talk. Yeah, we do. We need to talk. We need to talk. Ellie's life. Hello. Hello. Lefty all around. How you doing, Lefty? How you been? Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, you have no jacket. Oh my goodness. I bet you're feeling naked right now. Uh, tell you what, give me just a moment, Bessie, and I'm gonna see what I can do about getting you a jacket. Okay? Uh, let's see. Yeah, I'll get you a jacket. All right. Give me just a minute. Oh. Okay, Bessie, you got a jacket now. Oh. Hello. Hey. All right. Yes, let's hide.
Let's hide.
Let's hide.
Let's hide. Hide and seek. Hey,
Yeah, they can't see
Bessie.
what we're doing
Hello,
back.
Bessie.
Oh boy. Yes.
Ellie's life. Hi.
Yeah. Hello, Ellie's life.
Yes, everybody. So you woke her up, huh?
I woke her up. Yeah, it was my fault. I guess that notification bell started ringing.
Yeah, I guess so. Holy snikes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, good morning, good evening, everybody. Okay,
Yeah.
am I have do I have the echo? No, not me. I have mine
Not
turned off.
you.
No,
Okay, I think I know what it is. It may be my computer.
turn that down and leave the StreamYard.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's the computer itself. When I'm
Oh,
on StreamYard,
uh-huh.
the it seems like it acts like it just revs up like a car revving up the motor or something.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
about to take off.
Yeah, and it may be that the computer's about to has seen its better days.
Oh, yeah. Is that the old one you have?
Yeah, it's same old computer that I've been using.
Mm.
Yeah. Welcome to Hiding Panel, guys.
Yes, hide and seek. Kenneth. Kenneth, Lefty's around. Let's go, Lefty. Let's sing.
Yeah, Kenneth, the famous Kentucky Pam. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Okay.
know Kenneth. What's up, Kenneth?
Yeah, as much as I hate to, I'm gonna probably have to break down and spend some money here soon about
Oh yeah, with
the
your
computer.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't quite know what I want to do here, but
Oh yeah.
I do know I need to upgrade to Windows 10.
Well, these the HP are not bad. I
Oh
use
yeah.
HP and I have a Dell and I have a Lenovo. Yes, I use three computers.
Oh wow. Okay.
I know.
Yeah. Well, this is an HP. Although it may be a hybrid, I don't know. I bought it from a computer store
Mm-hmm.
back several years ago, but it's got Windows 7 on it.
Mm.
And anyway, I've been trying to just make do, but you can't get it. They don't support Windows 7 anymore. So,
No, no, you gotta download
uh,
the 10.
Hello.
hey Brett, how you doing?
Hi. I'm doing okay.
What's up, Brett?
Not
Where you
much.
kind you snuck up on me?
Oh, I've been here a while.
No, I was
I was
watching
back on like 5 seconds
the
or 10 seconds backstage.
oh I was watching
Okay.
my regular YouTube. I didn't see the StreamYard came up.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, if I open a tab too on my laptop, like when I'm doing karaoke, I can't read the chat. So
Yeah, Lefty said Acer. Acer is good. Those are the computers I sent to
well,
Philippines
any of them are
for
good. Like Dell's
school.
good, Acer's good.
Hmm.
Another brand like this one I got is MSI. It's good,
I know
and
you
then
got.
they make desktops too.
Hmm. We have
Arabelle,
Lone Wolf.
They make
hello.
heavy duty workstations and gaming computers.
All right. This
Shanti's in the
Lone
house. Whoop
Wolf.
whoop.
Woof, woof.
Whoop whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Kuya Brett. Hello, my Kuya.
whoop, whoop.
Brett, you're a Kuya too.
What happened to Lefty? Is he gonna come up and sing?
Well, he can certainly do that if he wants to.
Sing us a song, Mr. Piano Man. What's happening, y'all? What's
Not
happening,
much. I mean, I
guys?
just pretty much went
Oh.
outside to get
Oh, not
dinner
much.
like a few hours ago.
Sitting around
That's it.
here, just waiting around. And that's about it. And
Or 4 hours ago.
yeah, all the latest news about what's going on over in Israel right now.
Yeah. We can't. We don't want
And,
to touch that with the 10-foot pole.
Yeah, it looks like that's the worst violence that's gone on over there in about 7 years now. And so it's gotten pretty intense. And so they're let's see, Tyler girls, hey, that's Darmel. How are you doing? Okay. Yeah, I think there may be some ninjas.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of
They're
ninjas.
okay, they're good ninjas.
What's up? What's up? Should have named this stream "Hide and Seek." I was actually going to do that, Bruce, when when we talked earlier, but you beat me to it.
Oh, well, I was beginning to wonder what had happened, and I thought, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and start. It may be that something's happened, something may have come up, and
Well,
that maybe you wouldn't be able to, you know.
yeah, the work.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. But we're here.
Mhm.
Good morning, look.
Okay.
We are here. Yes, yes. What I worry about is, some of these girls out there in Israel, yeah?
Yeah. In fact, she's watching in the background right now, so I want to thank her for watching. Yeah, she just.
Hello, MK.
Anyway, yeah, thank you, Lyrich. I appreciate
In
you
Lyrich, yes,
very
Lyrich.
much, sis.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's scary out there
Anyway,
right now for some of the girls.
well, there's a lot of things going on out there. Yeah, hey, Domel, I knew that was you. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now, and it's got me very concerned about some things that are going on. The thing in Israel, that flares up from time to time, and a lot of us probably have become kind of numb to it in the news. Hey, Luck, how are you doing, man? Thanks for being here.
Hi, Luke. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good what's
But
happening
you know
right
what,
now.
though? It's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
And
there's
the
a
thing
city
about
called.
it is it's something that we shouldn't become numb to.
No.
It's something that we need to
No.
be watchful
Yeah.
of.
There's been like just the first 5 months of this year, there's been a lot of homicides in a city called Tacoma in
Mhm.
Washington. There's been, I think, 25 in like 5 months or something.
Right.
But
There's
our
like 4 times
situation
the
here
amount of last year.
in the U.S. can be contained, though, unlike the one what's happening out there in the other side of the world.
Mhm.
And we have
They're
no
not. I
control
mean,
of that.
they're not doing much. I mean, they're not containing it in parts of Chicago. Jeez.
Crazy.
There's
Okay.
some
Luke is wanting to know what happened in Israel. Well, Hamas uh, and Israel are getting into it again. The Palestinians and the
Oh yeah.
Israelis, and so they're of course, I know the Israeli Defense Force is probably one of the best in the world,
Hmm.
and and they've definitely been shooting down uh, some of the missiles that have been being shot. But they're shooting those missiles in several locations around
Yeah.
Israel, including Tel Aviv, and I think that's where Franceschi is.
Jesus.
So, you know,
Hey,
Hmm.
Bruce, I'll be back in a minute. Let me get some tea.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Well, like it's never going to stop in some of those countries. You're never going to be able to stop it. It'll always like flare up or die down and go back, then it'll start it again
oh yeah,
because
yeah,
it's just going to happen. Like
yeah,
here, it's just like random gun violence is what's happening here in the United States. Like Tacoma's terrible right now. Like it was always kind of bad, but now it's like really bad. Like there was a mom talking about it that her son got shot for like no reason.
yeah. Lefty's saying that there was shooting in Vancouver too the last few weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like you don't even hear about, man, most of the time on national news. It happens. It happens like every day in Chicago. There's someone that dies every day in Chicago. Sometimes there's multiple people that die in one day, or like half a dozen. And no, and you don't ever hear about it on national news. You only hear about it on the internet, or like maybe I'm pretty sure they show it in Chicago, but people are probably sick and tired of it. Seeing it on the news all the time.
okay. Luke's asking, why don't help Palestinians? Well, really, it's a shame that either side is getting up here and doing this, but that wasn't really so much what I was talking about, Luke. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, but there are OFWs that work over in Israel,
Hmm.
and that's what I'm really concerned about right now. Or some of uh, the friends that we have over there that are in Israel. Uh, you know that work over there. They're not even a part of this. This is all
Hmm.
political stuff anyway,
Yeah.
and it's the people that are the victims,
Hmm.
and especially people that come in from outside the country. They go there to work. You know, they're not there to get involved in all that, and there they are. You know, uh, you know.
Hmm.
So this isn't really about picking sides. This is more about my concern about our friends that are over there.
Hmm.
And so that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
And, you know, for the friends that we have over there that are working and we see them on YouTube and, yeah, we're not going to go into some kind of a thing about, who's right or who's wrong on this. Let the news people get up there and debate all that stuff. They're good at that. No, this is
Well, not
about
really. I
being
mean,
concerned about friends, and it's not just in Israel. It's other places too, and I'm going to get into that here shortly. Uh, hey Joe, how you doing? Uh, yeah, we're just up here having a yeah, but I'm doing okay other than that, Luke. So I appreciate you being here.
hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, like I say, this isn't about who's right or who's wrong in any of that. Okay. Uh, really, when it gets right down to it, both sides are wrong. But like I say, I'm not going to go there. I don't want to, turn this into some kind of a political uh, discussion or of any kind. I'm more concerned about the people that we know that live and work in these places
Mhm.
and how their lives could possibly be in danger. It's just it's
Mhm.
sad, really. You know. But anyway, yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, you're from St. Louis, aren't you, Joe? I think he's from St. Louis.
Mhm. There has been 65 homicides in St. Louis so far this year.
Yeah, you're right, Lefty. That's exactly it. Don't want to go
Mhm.
into the politics. It's you know it's you're absolutely correct.
Hi,
You
Atiana.
hit it right, the nail right on the head with the hammer. Why we go to the church and there is fighting where he was born. Yeah, yeah. Songs for Anna. Hello, sis. How are you doing? Thank you for coming. All right.
What I miss?
Well, I
Not
was
much.
just explaining I didn't want to turn this into a
Uh,
political discussion. This is
mhm.
not about the politics, it's about concern for the OFWs that we know that are working in places like Israel, they work in Hong Kong, they work in Kuwait, they work in a lot of places. And and we hear about things all the time about the problems that they encounter in these places. And you know, and we're going to move along from we know what's going on in Israel. It's hit the news, and you know, so that with that being said, you may
Hmm.
be wondering, well, where else? What else is going on here? Well, there are other things going on, and some of it is, if I may, we're going to move to the other side of the Asian continent to Hong Kong here, and anyway, yeah, it are really special people in Israel. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, I've got some concerns about people that are working in Hong Kong as well that are OFWs,
So,
and and I'm hearing about certain things that sound like it's just discriminating to me.
mhm.
Uh, you know, uh, many of you know MK,
Mhm.
and uh, MK Show TV Love 3X. And anyway, she just started a new job. And anyway, MK's got a heart problem, but her employer is working her probably anywhere from 15 to 17 hours a day. She's not hardly getting a
Wow.
break. And I'm really concerned about that because it just seems like, well,
Mhm.
seems like they would give you a break. I mean,
Yeah.
in this country, that would be violating labor laws.
Mhm.
You
Yeah, it
know?
would. The labor and industries, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
People can
Yeah.
go to jail for that.
Yeah, you can actually
Oh,
report
yeah.
a company that doesn't give you breaks
Yeah. I mean, that just doesn't
for
seem
labor
right
and
to me at
industries.
all.
They'll fine them or shut them down.
Uh
It
That's
huh.
keeps
right.
happening. They'll shut them down.
That's right.
Just like I worked at a place, I won't say the name of it, but I worked at a place that someone was working there didn't have the permit to like serve liquor, and they got $1,000 fine.
And anyway, I've talked with MK some, and I mean, I'm really sad right now. In fact, I'm downright a little bit angry, to be honest with you, because I feel
Yeah,
like she's not being treated fairly,
fairly,
Well,
exactly.
and
a lot of the OFWs don't get treated fairly. You go to the Middle East, they don't.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I've even heard stories about how they're, in Hong Kong they treat Filipinos like they're slaves.
Yeah,
yeah,
so do they do in
exactly.
like Saudi Arabia too,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
right.
see, this is
and
the kind of
Kuwait.
stuff I'm concerned about right now. It's just,
Mhm.
there's something that's really kind of hit my heart here, and this thing that came up in Israel, and the OFWs over in Israel and everything. I mean, it just kind of hit home with me today about really what's going on here, and so I'm just very concerned about people, and I'll tell you about somebody else, and that's her channel name is HK Kunyoung Life Ikarg.
Hmm.
Now her real name is Grace.
Hmm.
She's actually friends with MK,
I know her.
and
Yeah.
anyway, she's got a hernia, and she's been having to wait and wait and wait for this surgery to happen, and in the meantime, she's having to put in her regular work days.
Hmm.
Is she also in Hong Kong?
She's in Hong Kong,
Yeah.
you know, and that something just doesn't seem right about that. I mean, why is she having to wait so long to have this surgery? It's just unreal to
Hmm.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, sis.
Hi, Atti Franceschi, or
Hey,
Lyric, or Lyric,
Francesca.
whatever,
How you doing?
or a few different names.
Yeah, we're all thinking about you right now, you and the others that are over in Israel right now, and we're just keeping all of you in our prayers and hoping that this thing will maybe something will happen here.
Hmm.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Bruce.
All
What's
right.
up, J3?
Hi, Joe.
And, hey, Hafters, Brett, everybody out in the chat. Hey, there are laws regarding OFWs from the Philippines, from what I've been checking on. And there's also laws on the books with when it comes to OFWs with the World Organization, international laws.
So there are some laws out there that can protect these people that are not being treated fairly. Then, huh?
Mhm.
Right.
And the thing about it is what I'm kind of sensing is that these people are probably afraid to, and then it may be they don't even know what these laws are. I don't know, you know, if there are laws. I had no idea they had any laws, but I've wondered. It just seems like there would be something to govern how these people are treated. I mean, they're working.
I think
And they're
it's
human
it's
beings. They deserve some respect and some dignity.
that's right. It's not really there's a law, but it's not enforced, and just like what Lefty's saying, but it's just a matter of where and who to reach out to, really.
Right. I want
And
to
it's
just say hello to Plexi Girl and
Hi,
to
Flexi.
Jamie, and thank you for being here.
there's Jamie in house. Hello,
Yeah,
Hi, Shardy.
Lexi. Hi.
he always calls me neighbor. He lives in Louisiana. I'm in Mississippi, so
Hmm.
we're neighbors.
I wonder why I was calling you neighbor. I mean, I thought you guys were like the yeah.
Well, what the OFWs need to do is they need to go to their consulate and report to the consulate.
Right.
Okay.
About the way that they're being treated. The consulate themselves will pull them off that job, protect them. And that's part of the international law enforcement.
Oh, okay. So they would need to go to what? The Philippine consulate? Is that who
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't matter what country they're from. They need to go to their consulate to get and lodge a complaint with the consulate.
Okay. Okay. That it's good to know this because I really was wondering if there was anything that could be done, you know, because it seems like just from what I've heard, it almost sounded like, you know, there was no answer, you know, and I was kind of like, well, there's got to be an answer to this. You know, there's got to be something around it.
Right, right.
Could give us some kind of an answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What the OFWs, it doesn't matter what country they're from.
Right.
They just need to go to their local consulate, lodge a complaint,
Mm-hmm.
and then the consulate will follow through on that complaint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Mars.
Oh yeah, Team Mars.
You know, it's funny because some of the OFWs, they have like the greatest employer, you know, and they are treated
Mars.
so really nice, you know. And you get some people that are just plain, just brutal. to Some of these
Just pla-
girls.
Just plain nasty.
Oh, yeah. Ed Denoy, thank you for being here. And he's just
Hi, Ed.
given us a link here. Says, hi, everyone, if you want to learn more about this. And there's a link.
Yeah, it's online. It's online. The Global Voices. Yeah.
Well, .org, yeah.
hmm
Let's see.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, you know, some of these girls might be scared of, you know, retaliation also. So because
Yeah,
where can
that's
they
why they
go?
don't repeal. That's why they don't report it.
Yeah, where else can they go? You know, and afraid of losing their job.
Okay.
And you
I'm
know,
going to
there's
pass this
40 in the
article
Philippines.
along. Because, yeah, that definitely
Mm-hmm.
needs to be passed along. And,
That's why many of our OFW friends, they run away from their employers
Hmm.
right.
and they wind up being undocumented immigrants.
Yeah, y'all did get it before we did. The bad weather. It's here now. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe. I'm listening.
I've heard of cases out there in Israel, in the Middle East, that many of our OFW friends have ran away from their employer. This has been going on for years. They just didn't know where to turn to.
Right. Hello, Hart. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
But what they need to do is they need to turn to their consulate, let their consulate take it from their report. If the consulate needs to take further actions, the consulate will take it to the World Organization.
hmm
Kind of the chain of command.
Right.
if you will.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. I saw that. I appreciate that. Appreciate what you did.
Hart, hello there, my friend.
Yeah. I want to thank all of you for being here, by the way. We're just kind of in this discussion here about what's some things going on here with,
Hi, Tala girl.
we're all, you know, close to, and some of you may know of others out there that
Mhm.
are working. I know we've got some here in the house that have worked as OFWs
Mars
themselves.
did it for like 18 years.
Mars, I
He was
know, has
18.
worked as an OFW.
Yeah, until like probably what, I don't know, 3 months ago or something, or 2 months ago.
Mhm.
She went back in March, I believe, to the Philippines. I can remember right. And she worked, I think, 18 years in Kuwait for the same people, I think, or something. Hi, Ati, or hi, Sis Hart, I mean.
Okay.
But we, as a community, we all need to pull together to help give support as much as we can to the OFW.
That's right. Some are actually getting abused,
Oh yeah,
physically, and then yeah,
physically,
sexually abused. Yeah.
physically, sexually, mentally,
Mhm.
they're being abused all across the board. And that's what I've been hearing for years. But
It's crazy.
that's why a lot of our friends have ran away from their employers and not worried about the consequences.
That's really sad. You
It
know,
is, yeah.
these
Mhm.
people go to these places because they can't find decent work in the Philippines. And so they go overseas. They go there with high hopes and high expectations. And those hopes and expectations a lot of times turn into big disappointments. And I know what disappointment can do. It can lead to anger, resentment. You know, it's just
Yeah, Luke, it's the same in Saudi, anywhere you go in the Middle East
Well, I mean,
or even Asia, Europe, Russia. It does not matter. It's the same all over the world.
exactly.
Saudi Arabia doesn't even treat their own women that are from there like normal citizens. They don't get the same rights as men do. I mean, that's why OSHA here in America, because employers exploit their employees
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, that's what OSHA's for. It's to protect workers, and
Mhm.
that's why they have labor laws here in this country too,
Yeah, you have to,
protect
you know,
workers from.
like in America, you have to have like a break. It's like 3 hours and a little over 3 hours in, and then you got to have and if you work 5 hours, you got to have a break and a lunch. And if you work, I think it's 7 hours, I think it is, you get two breaks and two 50-minute breaks and a lunch.
Yeah,
required, or you can have like an hour lunch and they just lump it all in. Like I think that's how some people do it. They instead of getting 2 50-minute breaks and a half an hour lunch, if they work 8 hours, they get an hour long lunch. But you're still required to get that same amount of time.
Do you guys have union there, Brett? At
No,
IKEA? No.
they're not. No, like my brother works in a union and it's good because he gets a really good retirement with the union. It's like anybody who's in a union. Like my dad worked for the state is good too. He got good benefits and retirement. And like people who work for like a fireman or like my dad's best friend was in the Boilermakers union. He's still getting good money. I mean, he got into a union. No, I don't think IKEA will ever go union.
You have to pay the union, yeah?
Yeah, you have to pay union like dues every month. It's like
Yeah.
whatever it is, $50 or something every month or something. My brother pays, but he gets way more back than like probably 4 or 5 times back what he puts in because he's got a good retirement. He's probably already got like 10 or 12 years worth of retirement built up already. And like firemen make good retirement, but if you would have got in earlier, if you would have gotten like the 70s or 80s, I think it is, they make more than they do now as a fireman. Even. But unions are good to get in. But usually union jobs are like physical jobs most of the time, like really physical jobs that are hard on your body. Like construction or some type of construction job, or like hammering all the time, or you're lifting heavy scaffold. You're down on your knees a lot.
Hey Bruce, I don't mean to change subject, but your subscribers are up. It's getting up there.
Yeah, they've gone up. This been kind of a slow but steady little climb,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Yeah.
777 subs, and my watch hours are up too. And
Are you halfway there?
oh well, no, I'm not that far along yet. I wish I
Oh.
was, but I've got over 1,200.
There you go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's not bad
No, yeah, I know, not bad at all.
for having less than 1,000 subs. I mean, that's not bad at all. I've heard of people that had 1,000 subs or better and didn't have as many watch hours as I do.
Yeah.
So
You know why that is? Because they did a lot of fishing.
Mm.
they do a lot of what?
Fishing. They did a lot of fishing. They went sub for sub.
They
Oh,
went fishing for bass.
Right.
They weren't fishing
Yeah, and
for.
unfortunately, I just haven't had much time to do any of that. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
I might be up over 14 now, but I wasn't going sub for sub.
mhm.
People have just learned who I am, how I handle myself. They like it. They come check out my channel. I just don't have the content to get the hours.
Yeah, it take a long time. Some people have like hundreds of videos, or like over 1,000. Like Sean Williams has tons of videos, but his videos aren't long enough to get good watch hours off them.
yeah, he's always doing these little short videos. A lot of them are just saying happy birthday to people.
Yeah.
You know, he did one on my
And
birthday.
he has like 1,000 videos or something.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he has a lot. And he does like probably, I don't even know, probably half a dozen, somewhere around there, birthday shout outs every week.
Right.
I like Sean.
Mhm.
He can
Oh,
do
yeah.
all the birthdays he wants. I like
Yeah.
him. He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Even them short videos, he can get monetized off of.
Yeah, you some of the shorts you're getting views.
Yeah.
And also some of the views, if you're monetized, there's some revenue.
POD got monetized off of just videos.
Yeah, exactly.
He got monetized probably, when was it, like before I did.
Luke
I think
wants
it
to
was.
eat. I'm not cooking today, Luke.
She had to work late.
I had to work late. Oh man, talking about work.
It's in the morning for Luke.
Huh?
7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
7:30, 7 in the morning.
Sean, that was the old unions.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they're not that way.
Oh yeah, those gangsters are pretty much out of the
Back,
picture now.
back in the
Unions
days,
are
I
good
like
now.
New York style. Is that what it was?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
the old Al
My
Capone
brother's
days.
union's good. He's in a local carpenters union. Been for years.
Yeah, Sean is good, man.
They're
Yes.
good unions now. They like, if the cost of living goes up, they used to give you a small raise most of the time. Because
Mhm.
what it is, the union meets like once a month or whatever, and then the whoever's on the union board for his local union vote, and then and other people can, I guess, can show up too, but they vote. They do it like once a month. I was talking to my brother about it one time. Yeah, they vote on it, and then like that's how the pay keeps going up. Like every few years, the pay goes up like a few dollars or something for
Well,
cost of living.
every union has a certain number of lodges
Mm-hmm.
within it. Them lodges have their officers.
Mm-hmm.
From their officers, they wind up um, electing the ones to lead the union.
Mm-hmm.
I know my mom and dad were both in District 837, machinists and aerospace workers.
Yeah, I think my brother's is local 20 or something like that, or I don't know. Carpenter Union 20, or I don't know. I have to go looking. He has like stickers and stuff from all of his hard hats he's had over the years. And now they got to wear a he mostly does in the office anymore at his job site. So they put up like a mobile home, like a single wide mobile home, and then he's in the thing. But when he goes out on the job to like look at it or something, because he's like the foreman on all of his jobs, they have to wear special hard hats now. These new style hard hats that um, our state's requiring, I think, or the city he's working in requires them or something.
You know, the thing about it is they do these requirements really for the good of the employee. You know, it's,
Mhm.
I mean, you know, the worker has to be protected. You know, hard hats they need to be wearing a hard hat. You know,
Yeah, they do.
and I
Look, their
know
new
a lot of
hard
times.
hats that look like a cross between a hard hat and a bicycle helmet.
Oh yeah,
They are. They're ones that have like a strap that you unhook that goes underneath your chin,
right.
and they're not cheap either. But but uh,
You know, they're
but
not cheap.
my brother bought his own because he bought like a super nice one. But you can buy like cheaper ones that his work will provide for it. But he wanted the nicest one he could get, so he bought it. They do look like cross between the old style hard hats that had like the fabric webbing with the little like dial on the back for the back strap that would tighten to your head. The new ones look like and they have like the strap with the two things on the side and like the nylon strap that you unhook underneath your chin.
Okay.
They're interesting. But yeah, if you weren't wearing a hard hat, you could, like my brother's job, they're doing like humongous beams and stuff for like, because he's still working on the high school, I think. Been working on for like more than a year, like a year and a half, I think. 2-story high
It's
school.
like these laws they have for motorcyclists. You know, they have to wear a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
That's just for their own protection.
Yeah, it's for safety. Well, yeah, I know for a fact that my best friend's dad crashed, and if he wasn't wearing a helmet, he would have died.
Oh yeah.
The whole one side of the helmet had a giant like crack in it, all the way up to the top of it, and then like part of the front of it was smashed.
Yeah.
And he would have been dead because his fireman buddies go, yeah, without that helmet, you would have been dead on when he hit the pavement. Because they're all paramedics and seen like people crash on motorcycles.
Yeah, I would have. Me myself, I would have joined the union, but we didn't have a union.
Wow.
PD took it over because they didn't want us being paid the same amount that they were.
Yeah, better
Well,
pay. Yeah, they want you get better pay.
That's
That's what it is. If
bad.
you're a laborer, like in your brother's job, they get paid probably about 40% less. They get paid like low 20s an hour, I think. And my brother at the job. I
Yeah.
think. My brother's moved up because he's a foreman. He gets paid like well. You start out at probably like, I don't know, low 20s and move up, but the laborers start out even below that, I think.
I got it looks always good, your food, Hapsters.
He wants to eat. The poor thing wants to eat.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
Hey, she
Yeah.
does. She
Don't
makes
make
us
me-
all hungry, Luke.
Don't make me cook.
Yeah,
She's a good
I don't want to
she
cook.
won't even share with us. She cooks it, and then she says bye.
And hide it.
You can ship it to you, Bruce. Some of it, but it might be stale by the time it gets there,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
rotten,
Oh, I
moldy.
know.
Oh man.
She could cryogenically freeze it,
Yeah.
like Dippin' Dots and
Remember, we
Well,
used to have that the ice, the frozen
Dry
ice, dry ice.
yeah, that's how they ship those.
You
all the
cannot, you cannot use that no more.
You can't.
Oh yeah.
No, no more.
Well, then how do they ship them hot steaks to you?
I don't know.
Because they used
But
to
you're
use
not
dry
supposed
ice.
to use the
And
dry
Kansas
ice
City,
anymore.
like some Kansas City steak company that ships you like steaks too, steaks and meat.
Yeah.
It's like frozen, super cold, and then somehow they put it in dry ice and ship it to you, or where they were.
Yeah.
I don't know. 'Cause that's how you ship anything that's frozen. You can just ship like frozen shrimp, but if they don't let you use dry ice, then you're screwed.
Yeah, they say you're not supposed to. Maybe because it's from the smoke. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Actually, if the pouch gets punctured, is what it
Yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Freeze dried Hapsters food.
What is it?
Yeah.
Red
That'd be like what is in like an MRE.
or just like an MRE. There you go.
Not an MRE. I watch a guy that reviews like MREs.
Oh boy.
I've been watching him for like probably 2.5 years or
So
something.
just come cook here at my place.
3 years. He
All
reviews
right.
MREs.
Send me and my husband plane ticket to Belgium.
He got
go.
ones that were like from Vietnam War and like World War II. World War II when he couldn't barely eat anything. He tried like maybe the crackers or something. They weren't even that good. They're like, but the Vietnam one he could eat like some of it. 'Cause some of it was still actually edible.
Red,
One
if
thing
you
with-
want to, have you ever tried an MRE before?
No.
Well, yeah, I've grown up with military families, so some of the stuff are not really that bad.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, you're gonna have to eat some MREs.
Yeah. And you just usually add like most of them you add like hot water and you let them sit for like a few minutes.
Oh no.
Some of them you can just open up and ready to eat.
Some of them, if you desire to heat them,
Mm,
you can heat them up. And they've got their own pouch. Pour a
yeah.
little bit of water in there,
Yeah.
seal the package, and let it heat up.
Hmm.
Mm.
MREs are not bad.
No, they're not. That's what they've been serving for the military
Yeah, well, they serve them to
years.
there's some like Canadian or like Mountie or something that has some, and then there's but but like I see people eat the astronaut ice cream, whatever they call it. The funky ice cream they make for the astronauts on a video. I was like, that it's interesting looking.
Luke says, "Don't worry, hamsters. I have a room for you."
This guy really wanted me to cook, huh?
Yeah.
Is he paying for your flight and your room?
Yeah, there you go.
And then you'd have to cook like a bunch of meals. But yeah.
I can cook anytime. That's fine.
You can only fast for so long in the military, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of MREs, they put back up until like the Vietnam War. They put cigarettes in those things.
We've taken some of those when we went camping.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
They
not
make
bad,
them for like
really.
survival. Yeah, you can get them at some grocery stores even.
If you don't have anything else to eat, you take MREs.
Yeah, well,
We're in
you know,
America, so you can buy
you can eat pretty
anything.
much anything.
If I go camping, I'll take a case of them
Hmm.
camping with me, just to have something to eat.
Yeah, I mean,
If you
This way, I don't
have
have to. This way, I don't have to take fresh produce with me. I just gotta grab an MRE and out the door I go.
what did Luke say? What's he saying?
He's saying, "No, it's Brett going."
To support what
I
my
was talking
ticket.
about like when I said paying for your flight and in your room.
Yep.
No,
I'd say a round trip ticket from here to Europe right now is looking at $3,000.
really?
Wow.
Why is it so expensive to go over there?
Huh?
Why is it so expensive to go over there right now?
Actually, she's going the other way around the world. She's got to travel through the U.S. to go to Belgium. She can't go
Let me
through
tell
Asia.
you. Let me tell you how much it's gonna cost me because I always fly Delta.
Oahu to
What is your nearest airport? Look, be surprised if I
Belgium.
show up there.
Probably in Brussels.
Brussels. Okay, let's go. Let's go to Brussels. Round
can't be
trip.
that much.
Depart. Let's say
To Brussels.
Row.
August, July, August, September. I'll say October, so it's not so cold, not so hot. Okay, second week
Yeah,
of
he said
October.
Brussels.
There you go. It says doing first class. There you go.
Oh, you're doing first class, yeah.
Well, that's the only way to fly. Come on. No, not in Brussels.
I'll fly coach before I outfly first class.
Delta
Yeah, first
1.
class, a lot more
I'll
money.
do Delta 1. Oh, what is it?
Y'all
Return.
keep talking about flying. I'm liable to start singing "Fly Me to the Moon."
Fly
First
me
class
to
would
the
be-
moon.
First class from
Okay,
Oahu
so
to
1 week.
Belgium would be 11,000. I looked up.
It depends where you're going. Let me see.
No, I put in Brussels.
Uh,
I think I put in Brussels. Let me see.
fly. It's only 6. Come on, Brett. Where'd you get that?
No, I'm getting United.
$6,000.
Whoa, where
No,
are you
don't.
going?
No, I don't like United. I hate United Airlines.
Oh.
Sucks. Brett, you need good support. You need to support that. Yeah, I'll eat MRE before chips and junk food. There you go. Yeah.
An MRE has double the calories of what you need for a daily allowance.
Yeah, it's $6,263.
For first class.
So
How
I
much
put
cheaper than train?
in October 19th to the 26th just to cook for Look. I'll be flying from Honolulu to Belgium, Brussels on a Delta One. There you go. Should I book this now? Look. Seriously, my Delta it says please confirm. My my husband will shit his pants.
Yeah.
You said
You
you can
can swim
swim
also.
also, hamsters.
I don't know about swimming. That's gonna be a lot of ocean coverage there. I paddle. No, no, I prefer to fly. That's okay. Thank you.
United Airlines will kick you off like they did that doctor a while back.
Drag me. Hey, that was some messed up stuff right there.
Oh,
Grab you by the hair and pull you out the airplane.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of airplane, man, some of these people are going nuts about this mask on the plane. I was watching some of these videos. I mean, it's
Mhm.
incredible. They are losing their minds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Same thing with Greyhound
What?
back here. Because I travel a lot by Greyhound here in the States.
Okay.
And Greyhound, the passengers are even getting irate about the mask.
Jeez.
Mhm.
yo.
What is that?
Bessie Joyce is still here.
Yeah, yo, Bessie.
She's probably hoping that once you leave Brussels, you'll go to over there to Austria where she is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll stop there too.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
world come crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Well, this ain't crazy yet, Luke. Just wait.
Holy sh! You know the flights from here to Manila. It's even more expensive than going to Brussels. Okay, that's it. I made up my mind. I'm going to Brussels. I'm going to Brussels.
Yeah,
Skip the Philippines.
Mhm.
Boy, if
a
I
full,
make a mistake of connecting, saying continued with this, that's it. I'm booked.
Mhm.
What?
well, it would it would cost me $1,200 just to go to the Philippines for a round trip
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
from
Yeah, it
Missouri.
costs you about like 1,000, probably. I looked up a few times.
Think it'll be cheaper right now, but I guess not. Holy
Mhm.
cow, man.
Well, it probably is. Well, it's about the same. Flights were cheaper when the virus first started, like a year ago.
Uh-huh.
They were giving flights away for like less than 100. Like it was like $30 or $40 to go to Miami because no one wanted to go.
Yeah, driving to work because Kuya Bruce wake me up.
We're trying to get people to go. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Who? Well, what's Bruggy? Well, what Luke said, I'm not far from the sea in Brugge.
Bruges.
How you say it?
Bruges. Bruges.
Brugge.
Bruges. Bruges.
Not far from the sea and Brugge. Okay.
Yeah.
Wherever that is. Brugge.
Okay. Thank you, Mel.
Oh, I better sign up before I book my tickets. Doggone it. I'm gonna have the rude awakening if this thing booked me completely.
Well, he asked you to
What's up?
swim, so I guess he wasn't going to pay for your tickets. So.
Yeah. It's almost 8. It's almost 9 a.m. where Bessie lives too.
Fly me to the moon.
Oh,
What happened to Lefty? I thought he was coming up to join us. Delta One.
I don't know.
Was
I'll
someone else
put
coming
the
up?
link out here, and I'll put the link out there again.
I don't know.
Okay,
I didn't know anybody
I
else.
changed my mind. I'm going in December.
Oh, so you're going to go to Brussels?
2 weeks. Just to cook for. Just
For
to cook
Luke.
for look.
Yeah, you're just gonna go in and put him to work cooking.
I'm looking at prices anyways. Let me see.
Yeah, Bessie, he wakes everybody up with that laugh of his.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
It went up again.
You know, my late wife told me that I laughed in my sleep.
Hey, you probably did.
Did you though?
Wouldn't surprise me, Bruce.
I know people that talk in their sleep.
Oh yeah.
That'd be funny. Like I bet you song Fernanda sings in her sleep.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
She's like singing "Blue Bayou" or like "Perfect" in her sleep, really softly.
Goodness.
I've heard of people that I've heard people talking in their sleep. I can't remember who it was, but I heard someone talking in their sleep one time. They went to bed early and I was still up, and they were like talking in their sleep. You could hear them talking a little bit, like softly. Of course, their door was shut.
Wow. To
I
fly
was doing
from
live on in my sleep.
I was doing live on my sleep.
Yeah. You're doing giveaways.
who's giving giveaways?
No. She does giveaways now on her streams.
Who?
Bessie.
Oh. Don't yell at me, Brett. I'm gonna come over there and ring your ear.
He's much closer to you than we are thereafter.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Well, you think she does giveaways. The last 2 streams she does were, I think, giveaways.
No, I haven't been on hers when she does giveaways.
Uh,
Cause she streams
Okay.
like when I'm cutting a log.
Not all the time. So the last time she streamed, I think it started at like 11 a.m. or something.
He said
You don't want to know what I'm doing when I sleep.
Oh man. Sean said my son sometimes sleeps with his eyes open. Yeah, I see people like that and it freaks me out.
How do you sleep with your eyes open? That's what I want to know.
Oh, some people do. I've seen it.
It's just like people falling asleep with their eyes open, standing up.
Some people can stand up. They can sleep standing up. I don't know how. Yeah.
I used to do it when I was working.
Uh-huh.
Fall asleep on the job, and I realized I was falling asleep, and my eyes would still be tracing everybody around the building.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew I was asleep until I let out a snort.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh.
I know there's people that fall asleep on their, what do they call that? When they're doing something, they just randomly just fall asleep. I know someone who had it. She couldn't drive at night because she would fall asleep. What do they call that? There's a name for it.
You know, it's been a long time since I've driven for a couple hours. Because here in Hawaii, you cannot. drive for a longer period of time, so I'm not
Uh,
used to it anymore. So I don't know what's gonna happen when we start
Hello,
driving
M. Jane.
mhm.
in the
They call that.
mainland.
There's a name for it where you just randomly fall asleep.
Hello, M. Jane, Taiwan.
Yeah, thanks for coming. My wife say always it was so big. Oh boy. Let's see.
It was so big, she must be dreaming then. Grabbing. I'm kidding. I crack. I laugh at myself. Excuse me for that.
My wife says it was so big. What?
I just had to give it. Oh man, I couldn't help it. My bad.
Mhm.
I can't. Oh
I had
man.
a job where I'd go see people at their desk for evaluation and I'd catch them at their desk sleeping.
Mhm.
Yeah, right.
Mhm. Oh,
Hey,
that's called.
sometimes I do that. I nod off and then
Mhm.
pretending I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
deadline.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was beeping at me.
uh,
It's even worse.
the syndrome is called narcolepsy. I
Mhm.
know someone like what a lady my brother went to high school with that he's
Well,
so friends with like on Facebook when would fall asleep sometimes that just randomly.
I see.
And it happens at random times. You never know what's gonna happen.
Well, look at all those guys that watches the monument, in Washington, the Marines. So they
Uh,
all stand up, what, 12 hours a day or whatever, and rain, sun, sunny
mhm.
day. Yeah,
Well, the
no,
guards at
imagine. Yeah, the
the
guards.
palace,
Imagine. I wonder if they're like taking a nap.
the guards at the palace have to stand up like that. The ones with the fur hats on,
Yeah,
or whatever they call those hats. They have to stand up, and if it's raining or not, they got to be outside.
yeah.
And of
Oh
course, it
yeah.
rains a lot in England. Probably rains as much as here, or more than here even where I live.
it rains more in England than what it does here in the States.
Oh, yeah. Guys, you've never seen um, gray weather every single day, all day long. Yeah.
I have for like 2 weeks before. Oof.
No,
Where it rained
I
every
know
day for
it's
like
done
two
that
weeks. Yeah,
here
in
too.
Washington.
We have cleared sunny days too. And come summertime, it just turns hot and sunny and you don't see any rain.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
If you see clouds up there, you hope there's going to be some rain, and it
You know,
Yeah.
doesn't
it's been
happen.
like 95 or something for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row.
Hey, Bruce, I'm going to step down, brother.
Okay, thanks for coming up, Joe.
No
Bye,
problem.
Joe.
At
See you
least,
later,
uh,
Joe.
at least now you know what MK and Grace need to do.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
They need
they
to.
definitely do. And in fact, I've already shared the link, and I'm going to bookmark this website too that
Mm.
Ed Denoy shared with us out here earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah, because I don't know. I was kind of looking over it. I haven't really read it thoroughly, uh, but yeah, it does talk in there about abuse of uh, foreign domestic workers, and so I'm definitely going to uh, read the article that he sent, and definitely keep in mind that they need to go to their consulate and report these things. This is, I mean, it's just ridiculous, and it's inhumane.
Right.
Inhumane. You know, you don't treat your hired help like they're dogs. You know, you treat them with dignity. You treat them with respect, and you know, to do otherwise, to just think they're supposed to just be up there steadily working without taking breaks, and or if they're in need of medical attention, not really seeing to it that it's promptly taken care of, and this kind of stuff. That's just that's that's bizarre to me.
Mhm.
It's actually gotten worse for the OFW over the years. When they
That's
first
sad.
when they first started going out back in the 50s, it was pretty good. But since we turned the new century, it's gotten worse.
Hmm, that's terrible. That is terrible. I know Fletsy girl. You know, she had a bad you know, she had a bad experience in Hong Kong, and she went back to the Philippines. She's back in the Philippines now.
Oh, she is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's
She didn't
working
stay
at
there
her.
very long.
She's actually working at her. Sorry.
Hmm. And how long was she in Hong Kong?
She wasn't over there, but maybe a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she wasn't there very long at all.
And she didn't have a good employer, huh?
No, she didn't. The first employer, there was actually two of them. The first one, they terminated her after one day,
Wow.
and then she got hired by these other people, and this other employer that hired her, from what I understand, they were only giving her like one meal a day.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
Just crazy stuff. And then they tried to get away without paying her what they owed her when she decided to leave.
Mm. Did they pay her anyway?
You know, I still don't know if she ever got paid.
Uh,
like I say, it's just been getting worse, and that's why we need to start raising.
Bye, Luke.
See you later, Luke. Make sure you did before you leave, Luke. Make sure you didn't get butt hurt, okay?
Hello,
Hi,
Russell.
Russell.
Take care, Luke. Thanks for coming. Hey, Russell.
See
How
you
you
later,
doing?
Luke. Russell McNeese, aloha. So Shanti Uber said I'll help with awareness.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Anybody, if if you know of something that could be helpful, uh, in this kind of a situation,
Mhm.
sure, absolutely. Make me aware of it. Make others aware of it.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
they
I
need not suffer if they don't have to. And I know MK with this heart problem that she's got. I'm really scared about it
Mhm.
for her. You know that
Yeah.
because she has these heart palpitations. She's on medication, and
Oh.
Mhm.
yeah, uh, she had to go get a physical or something like that, if you want to call it that. From what she told me, all they did was draw blood,
Hmm.
Mhm.
so they didn't really, they didn't really. That's not really checking them out really good if all you're doing is drawing
No.
blood. That means all you're doing is just checking to see if they got any kind of disease or
Mhm.
something
Mhm.
like that. That's not
Normally, you
really.
have a heart problem. They put you on a treadmill with like a heart monitoring machine hooked up to you, and they have you like walk really fast or jog.
Hello, Hong Kong.
Hey, sis, how
Hi,
you
to
doing?
Hong Kong.
What's up, HK?
And I saw something that she Hong Kong posted on Facebook earlier about
Uh,
they're making the OFWs do uh
swab test.
yeah, swab test. And
Mhm.
you know, in fact, if she wants to come up here, she might can explain it to us. There's a link if you want to come up and tell us about what they're doing on that. They're making the OFWs do swab test. Uh, yeah, it does. It does. It does suck. I agree. I mean, it's not fair. While they're not, they're going around, they're not doing them on themselves and this kind of stuff. And I mean, it's a double standard. You know.
There
Are your
again,
employer vaccinated?
Yeah, now MK did get vaccinated. But she's only had the first shot. She hadn't had the second one.
No,
Yeah,
the employer, are they vaccinated?
Well, that's a good question. Okay, she's
It's
still all
interesting.
right. Okay, well, we're probably not going to be up here too much longer because it's
Yeah,
1:13 a.m. here where I live,
it's
and
8:13 here.
I got to
that's
get up and
it.
go to work tomorrow.
That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, she only stays up till about 8:30 or 9.
Yeah,
I'll find her post.
sleepy
Hold
now.
on just a minute.
She's
I
I
will
sound
find
sleepy.
her post.
she's just practicing for when she gets like 75, 80 years old.
Yeah.
She knows how it feels. She's been practicing for a while already. She's a pro at it.
Shut up.
well, talking about being a pro, staying up at all hours, Brett.
Yeah, I'm not a pro
Yeah.
at it. I'm just not smart.
So
Let me find that post that she did. Hold on just a minute. I'll find it.
No, that is a good question. Do their employers pay with cash, or like how do they get paid? The OFWs.
Here it is. She posted, it says, "We OFW FDH slash FDH are not a virus carrier. Stop discriminating us. Check your own people at the same time, not only us. Twice a month mandatory swab test, while your own people does not have even once. Some may have, but not mandatory for them while every day they're outside. This is so unfair." And then she's got a link here. Okay, well, it didn't go to it, but anyway, uh, well, anyway, apparently they're being uh, made to do a swab test while the people that live there, I guess, are not being made to do it. It's not mandatory for them, but it's mandatory for the OFWs.
wow.
And so anyway, uh,
Adrian Gibson, hello.
hello, Adrian. How
Hi,
you doing?
Adrian.
Okay.
Rochelle, hello.
Hi, Raquel. Raquel, I don't know how to say your last name. I'm going to try.
Okay, Russell. Thanks for coming.
See you later, Russell.
Bye, Russell.
So do as I say.
Okay.
Not as-
She didn't go for. All right, Domel. She didn't go for a swab test. Okay, she's another OFW over there in Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
I just
So
had my
is-
swab
Of course,
test.
Hong Kong is
made.
for Shades
Get
Adventure.
another swab test again.
Is over
Yo,
there.
Adrian.
Who else is over there?
Oh, okay.
Lampadora
her
girl.
last shot a month
Over there.
ago. That's why. Okay.
I know another one too, or a couple other ones
Hello,
that are
Rachel.
over there.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Do as I say, not as I do. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's what it sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Domel.
Hello. How are you guys?
All right.
Oh,
How's
okay.
it going?
I hear that you guys talking about the happening here in Hong Kong. Swab test here is free, but the thing is, like, we feel so unfair. Because the news is always stated there is only helpers community had to go mandatory for swab test, except you finish your last shot 2 weeks ago. So for me, I'm exempted because I'm already done for more than 1 month. But um, it's not good because their own community is not mandatory, which is we think, even my bosses, there is discrimination here. Why only have this helpers community had to go mandatory? Is it the community here cannot affected by virus? That's the big question for me.
Hello, Daimel.
Hi, Olimar.
Oh, Domel,
How you doing, man?
Hi, everybody.
do yourself a favor. Check with the
Yeah.
consulate on that, okay?
Mm,
Yeah,
Let them know what's going on. They may not even know what's going on.
yeah.
Let them know what's
Um,
going on at the consulate.
You,
because
MP, and Grace, all three of you need to go to the consulate. All three of you do.
Mm. It's not the problem of we are not against of the swab test. It
Oh.
is for everybody's benefit. But the thing is, why only in the news? Why only helpers community have to go mandatory, where
Yeah.
other nationality or even Indonesians, as long as you're a helper, you have to go for mandatory for second time or first second time. The second time is until May 30th. See, if you are lucky, if you already done your shot after 2 weeks. So for me, I am exempted of that because I'm done already more than a month. So I don't need to do that. That's okay. But the thing is, the big question for full helper, 99% helper comment that why only helper community? Why their own community, they have not to go mandatory on the other people here, only for helper community. Why? That's the big question for us. Even my own boss said there is discrimination here just because we are helper. Why we can only get the virus and they are not, they cannot get? I am making sense, guys.
Yeah, thing is, Damel, you're making a lot of sense.
Yeah,
All I'm
you're right.
all I'm saying is go to the consulate. The consulate may not know what the government's they're trying to do to the OFW. Okay, that's all I'm
I
saying.
don't. Yeah, I think consulate is a favor of doing this, a swab test. Only us that why we are not against. We are not against. Everybody here is not against. All helper here is not against of that free of that swab test. But the question here, why only helper community? Just because of one helper here affected of that virus? What about their community? Why the citizens here? The question is why they cannot get and only the helper can get that virus? We are not against. This is for our own good to
So,
make sure that we can we are positive or whatever the result is. It's for our
mhm.
own good. The only question is why only in the news helper community. That's the there's no problem of the consulate. The problem here is the government here.
So you're saying the Chinese community are not vaccinating or doing the swab test themselves.
They are not mandatory.
So they're not mandatory, but some are, right? Some have taken
They are
the vaccine.
yeah.
Mm,
Some they have to go even though it's not mandatory, but they
mm,
have to go to make sure by themselves. So but yeah, so themselves so that we know that we are affected or we have a case in one building or whatever, just like here in our building here, there's one Filipino community. The whole building must shut. There is police, cannot go in, then they are put to the lever, something like that.
hmm.
The only question for yeah, again, the only question is why in the news it's only helpers community have to go mandatory. If they want to go mandatory, well, fine. You are say, okay, there's no excuse whether you are tourist here or your citizen here or helper here or whatever. Do we have to go? There's no question of that.
Mm.
No question at all. The question is why only helper? Why only helper community? Is it that we can be get the virus and they are strong and they cannot get it?
Mm. Is it a helper, Filipino helper community, or is it all like Indonesian
Yeah,
and things like that?
yeah, everybody, all
Mm.
helper community, not all community. Only helper community have to do mandatory. The only thing is
Hmm.
because a lot of Filipino here, so the Filipino helper here is like crazy of complaining. They are not complaining of swab test. They are only complaining is why only helper community have to go.
Hong Kong Explorers saying this is in exchange of their first decision to have a mandatory vaccine for the foreign workers, and Philippine diplomat says we have the right to say no to the vaccine.
And
Okay.
here we have yeah, there's a news that some other Filipino or not only Filipino worker, some helpers doesn't want to go to vaccine. They don't want to. But they said that the government here said that if you want to renew your contract, well, you have to do vaccination first.
Hmm.
So that means mandatory.
Yeah.
That's when I'd go to the consulate and let them know if they don't already know.
Yeah.
Hello there, Jacob. Hazy.
Hi, Jacob.
Hello, Jacob. Hello, Hong Kong. Hello,
Also,
Russell. Hello, Sean. Hello, Hazy. Deborah.
I think there's no problem if consulate. There's big deal. But if you want to go, so there it is. Okay, you don't want to go, just go home to your country because this is our policy here.
Right. And then the Philippine consulate has the right to pull all OFWs out of the country.
Mm.
Is what that pulls down to. That's why I'm saying go to the consulate.
Mm-hmm.
The consulate may wind up pulling all the OFWs at the end of their contracts.
The consulate, I think, will not, even the consulate will do that. Some people or some helper will not do because life in Philippines is not so easy.
I know that.
Yeah, so they would have to choose to stay here. Even though they were, okay, then this is another problem. If the consulate will do that, there's a big problem with that. But anyway, we're still lucky. In Hong Kong, we are still lucky compared to Middle East.
Yeah, compared to like Saudi Arabia. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I know some people that work in,
They
work
will
in Saudi
tell
Arabia. I know
you-
one that works in Saudi Arabia right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lady
Mhm.
coach, explorer. Mm-hmm. She doesn't want to go outside. She has to put a burqa on to go outside because she doesn't want to do it, so she doesn't go
Yeah.
outside.
You don't have freedom there.
No,
Or-
not at all. For
Yeah.
a woman,
And
anyways.
if your employer don't want you, they sell you to another employer. Here, no. Just go to your agency, find another one. Hong Kong's still good compared to Middle East.
Yeah, Middle East, like even Kuwait's not as good as Hong
Well,
Kong, from what I've heard from people.
They're really very horrible. Really, that's why I said, if asked me to go to Middle East, I better stay in Philippines and do a little business.
Mhm.
It's not safe.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, if you know anybody that's being abused,
Here in
Or-
Hong Kong,
if you know anybody that's being abused in any way,
mhm.
have them go to the
Yeah.
consulate.
Yeah. We are help. Abusing here is not really, because here Filipino, helpers are very, very brave. They'll go to some people will abuse by their salary. They will go to court.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. So you are lucky if you have good, and after you really they will terminate you, they will pay. Actually, they will, like 1 month. You have to get your leave, like 1 month notice, traveling allowance, and air ticket.
Mhm.
They have to pay that. If not, you have to go to complain to Polo of Philippines, and they have to go court.
Okay.
Helpers here, they know that. That's why I said I'm so lucky. I am the one out of 100%. I am the one who lucky having this boss, because my boss is not Chinese now. My boss is American from Michigan, and the wife is from Brazil, and they are not treat me like
That's
they treat
very
me like a family. Yeah, they
Mhm.
treat me like a family sometimes, especially my lady boss. If she know that I'm tired, I can go to your room, turn on your aircon, have a rest, and come here. I give you a hug. Even the
Of
kids,
course.
they
Yeah.
say, I will give you
That's
a hug to make you stress, to relieve your stress. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
That's why. That's why I say I'm very thankful and I'm very blessed to have them. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
in one contract, you can only get 14 days or depends how long you stay with them. One contract, which is 2 years, you can only take holiday in every 2 years. My boss sometimes once in a year I go twice. I take my holiday twice. Sometimes I go for only for like attend wedding of my niece for 4 days and then back. And then my friend said, "Oh, you think
Very
Hong
good.
Kong is just like Manila and Iloilo because just 3 days just to attend the wedding and then come back."
Because
Only
they're not from Hong Kong, the people. That's why.
Mhm.
Because generally,
Yeah.
Yeah.
most Westerners are like American people treat their workers better.
Mhm.
No offense.
Yeah.
Generally,
Yeah.
overall, yeah.
She said
Yeah.
Chinese never do that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's right.
hmm
So that's why
And,
even though I look after I'm working with her for almost 8 years. Even they are big girl already and big boy, and if they say that I'm tired, then the kids will come here. I give you a hug. Do you need a hug to make you feel better? Something, Western is different from people here. They're really like,
Right.
Yeah,
yeah, they're really like,
those people sound like they are Americans. Just
Yeah, one of them is
describe them.
She
Yeah.
said the husband, I think.
that's right, Shanti. We are going to adopt the Japanese culture. Yeah, bowing instead of shaking hands. You can always do the
oh yeah,
elbow shake.
Yeah, but there's very few people I shook hands of, anyways. I mean, it's like,
where is Western is hug.
I never
Like to
do
hug.
that.
Yeah, we do.
mhm. If it's someone you're close to, yeah. Like your family member or a close friend.
So, guys, Bruce, I'm gonna have to go. I'm nodding off over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Thanks
wow,
for coming,
it's late already.
Lorna. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Same.
We'll see
Same
y'all
here,
Bye.
Bruce.
probably
Oh.
end this thing here soon because I've got to get up and go to work tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so
Oh,
go,
no.
go 2
I'll
hours.
see y'all later. Goodbye,
Bye.
chat.
Happy
Nice
Bye.
seeing you
Bye.
later.
Keep safe. Keep safe.
Bye.
Be
Bye.
safe. Be safe.
Everyone, take care.
Aloha, everybody. Bye.
Aloha.
Bye.
Good night.
Aloha means goodbye.
Good night.
I'm gonna go.
As I
See you
said,
later, Shanti Uber. Bye. Good night.
Salas.
Bye. Good night.
Okay. Bye bye.
I think I will not get too long too, as I finish my work. I'm just having my lunch and chatting you guys. I have to go, but I'm still in the background.
Okay.
Well, I
Thank you.
appreciate you coming up because certainly,
Mm-hmm.
your input has been very valuable here. I
Oh.
was really getting this topic, and it wasn't just so
Mhm.
much about OFWs in Hong Kong, but if you were here, you may have heard me talking about it earlier. We know of some
Oh.
OFWs over in Israel right now, and here the war. They've started fighting over there again. Fighting going on between the Israelis and Hamas.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so anyway, there's some people that we know that are working over there. And
Mhm.
so anyway, yeah, think about them too, and what they're having to go through right now. You know, that's something that there they are over there working, and then all of a sudden the fighting breaks out, and so
And MK is like, I think she just like because she cannot. I mean, she's not adjusted yet. She just because her first employer, she's like very she like her work is not that. I mean, she's not busy as today's employer. and now she not yet adjusted, but she says she find a hard, and sometimes like last night, I think they have a guest play mahjong, and I think she sleep like 12 o'clock midnight, and she wake up like 5:30.
Yeah.
So it's
Well,
quite hard.
she, the way it sounded to me, it was like about a 17-hour work day, which is that's an awful long time to be working and not be allowed a certain amount of break time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, people should be allowed to take breaks. That's why I'm saying
Yeah,
this about,
yeah.
Employers should always have respect and dignity for their employees. I don't
No,
care.
shooting star. Shooting star.
Huh?
It's here. People here, like Hong Kong people here, is they paid like, okay, I pay you, do your work. Seldom employer that you will give you rest for like Western people. Okay, if you are rest, you go to your bed, or you just uh, rest for an hour or whatever. Hong Kong people, not, I think out of 100%, maybe only 1%. I've been there for MK situation. I've been there before, which is I only work for a year. After that, I go back to Philippines because I get sick. I wait.
Well,
Even
yeah, that's
though
what I'm
I'm,
talking about. I mean, when you work people like that, it's gonna make them sick.
Or they're gonna get injured.
I mean, for every cause, there's an effect here. Okay, and if there's a bad cause, there's gonna be bad effects from it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, I don't. That's just the way it is. It is what it is. It's like the law of physics. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah,
Now,
that's why
you're working too many hours and you've got a condition like a heart condition,
yeah,
you're going to have bad effects from that.
Yeah, you are.
yeah. That's why Filipino workers here, or Filipino workers here, they like to work in Western people, because most of Western people, they treat you like human. Not only
Yeah.
like human, they treat you human.
But
Right.
But here is they treat you as slave, like, well, I pay you, do your jobs, like even straight 15, 17 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, so that sometimes it is unfair. I've been there.
Mhm.
And even, you know what, guys, even I eat my lunch, I stand. While I'm eating my lunch, I do work. Here in my boss, no. If you eat, sit down.
Yeah.
And even though they have something ask me to do, if I'm eating, they will not disturb me. That's the difference of Western than the Chinese people. Not all Chinese, but out of 100%, because I work for how many years here? I'm 26 years old. I'm starting to work here in Hong Kong now. I'm 52, back and forth in Philippines. My experience is, I think, out of 100%, only 1% will treat you good. Like, treat you like, you okay, go rest.
The 1% will treat you like family.
Mhm. That's why I said I'm lucky.
But see, though, they're not Chinese people though, and that's gonna be hard to find Westerners that are in Hong Kong.
Yeah, lot of Chinese Western here in Hong Kong. But uh, but of course, Chinese community is more population here. So
Yeah, of course.
now it's a bit now it's a bit better, because if you are terminated, you can stay here because no flights Philippines. So you just extend your visa. You can stay here and then find another
You
job.
pretty much have to.
Mhm. After 2 weeks, you're terminated. You back to Philippines, whether you like it or not. You
Yeah.
go back to Philippines.
Yeah.
I was terminated 6 times.
Wow.
Hey, Bruce, I'm
Yeah.
going to step down, brother.
Okay, Joe.
Bye, Joe. Again.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
I'm starting to nod off over here.
Input on that.
Yeah, I think it's too late, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 1:42
I
in the
think I
morning.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's 1:42 a.m.
Probably
I'm
go for like 2 hours. I think.
2:42
Go
here.
2 hours.
go maybe about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to end this thing because it's late here too. I'm in the same time zone Joe's in, and so it is. It's like 1:42 a.m. And
Whoa.
It's a little earlier
anyway.
here. It's 11:42 p.m. here because I live on Washington State on the west coast, northwest coast.
Okay, guys. Bruce and Brett, I need to sit down too. I need to do my work, but I'm still in the background.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Bye, Diamel.
Okay, bye, guys. Bye, guys. Take care. Keep safe.
Okay. Bye-bye.
But yeah, we could. Yeah, that's one thing is you're gonna be hard to find a Westerners. You can't rely on going to China and working for Westerners. So you're gonna be hard to find. Especially if they want to hire someone to do like housekeeping or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because most Westerners will probably do it themselves, and unless they're rich. Yeah. Like some people hire like a maid service, like in the U.S.
Situation then if you're
Yeah.
able to do that.
I know like probably 95% of companies in the U.S. treat you good. I mean, like
Oh, yeah.
the Western workers get treated good. There are crap companies where you get treated like shit, but yeah. The Westerners are always treated good because they were raised on how to treat people in the workplace.
Right.
From generation to generation back, even in their family, and they give people breaks. They know if they work them too hard, their bodies will get broken down, and then they're like, well, now you can't work because you got a back injury, or you got a neck injury, or you got a leg injury. Now you can't work. That's why they give you a rest, because they don't want you to go, and then they don't want you going, well, he got injured on the job, and now he's filing an L&I claim, and then now it's costing our work a bunch of money. That's one reason why they give you breaks too. To tell you the truth, they don't want an L&I claim. Working you too hard. And that's what's going to happen to people that work like 17 hours in like Hong Kong. They're going to have they're going to end up having their body break down.
Yeah, and that's
a physical job.
That's what I'm afraid is going to happen with MK is because of this heart condition she's got. That sooner or later she's gonna have bad effects from that.
Yeah.
Working days like that.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
And then HK Kung Young Life Picard, she's working with this hernia.
Yeah.
She's been waiting for months now to get this surgery, and she still hasn't.
Hernias don't feel good.
And I don't see how she's doing it. I've talked with her. She's up here talking about how she's in pain.
Yeah.
And yet she's having to keep going.
I remember my best friend had a hernia, and he didn't have health insurance at the time. I don't know if he still has it or not, but that was like years ago, and he had a hernia, and he was dealing with it.
Oh, yeah.
Walking around, still working.
Yeah, see, I had a hernia several years ago, and I had to go get surgery, and after I had to go through a 6-week recovery period.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
And really, to be honest, the doctor really wanted me to be off for like a couple of months, but I went on back after 6 weeks, and luckily both of my employers, they knew about it. So when I went back, they didn't, they weren't very demanding on me at first because they, in fact, they were even asking me, well, how are you feeling? And, this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
And so, they were concerned that I was okay and
Mhm.
was able to perform my job.
Yeah.
And, and yeah, you're a little weak at first, but, because you hadn't been doing anything for, several weeks.
Mhm.
And, but, I went on back and, got right back into it,
Yeah.
But, I've heard of some people, now this is true here in the U.S. where people have had to have surgeries,
Mhm.
and then were expected to go back too soon.
Yeah.
And,
Mhm.
when you have a surgery, it doesn't have to be a hernia surgery. It can be any kind of surgery.
Like your knee or your leg or
Yeah,
your
you're going to
back.
have
The back's the
stitches,
worst, I
and you
think.
just have to be careful, man. You
Mm.
don't want that stuff to tear open.
Yeah.
And, because then you're right back up there in the hospital.
Mhm.
And,
'Cause I know. I had when was it? I was like a baby, and then maybe like 2 or something. I know I had. I'd have to ask my parents, but I had double hernia surgery. I had like one, and then I had to get another one when I was like really little. Like one was like when I was like 1, and one was like 2 or something like that. And
right,
so, I don't know how it felt, but I know my best friend. I was visiting him like 10 and a half, almost 11 years ago, in San Diego, and he goes, "Yeah, we were just talking, blah blah blah." And I don't know how we got on the topic, but he said he had a hernia, and I'm like, "Wow!" And I go, "Doesn't it hurt?" And he goes, "Yeah, I just deal with it because he had no health insurance at the time," is what he told me
mm,
back then. So he couldn't afford to pay for it. It probably
yeah,
cost a good amount of money, probably like 5 grand or something.
oh yeah, I'm
6 grand, I
sure.
don't know. But he didn't have a knee. He was just dealing with it. I'm like, how do you deal with it, man? Must hurt because you can
I
get a
know.
hernia from like playing sports. Well, every once in a while, you hear about a person getting surgery for a sports hernia. They call
Oh
all it
yeah,
means is you were just playing a sport when it happened.
right.
It's not like a different hernia or anything.
Oh
Just
yeah,
happened to like flare up, and then you get it when you're like playing basketball or football or something.
yeah.
Every once in a while, maybe like once every few years, you hear about someone getting a sports hernia. But yeah, it probably doesn't feel good. I don't know. I've had some other stuff that doesn't feel good. I've had an ulcer. I've had kidney stones.
Oh wow.
I had like
No,
two
no,
six
those
millimeter
are
kidney stones going down the
very
same
painful.
tube, and that crap hurt. I tell you right now,
Oh
that
yeah.
I could barely move.
Uh-huh.
I could like
Yeah,
barely walk.
I've been very fortunate that I've never had kidney stones, but
I just got them. I don't know how I got them.
I know of several people that have had them, and boy, the pain they had to go through. So
Yeah,
I know you had to go what you went through. I mean,
yeah, it was
I
pretty
don't know it
painful.
personally, but
It was pretty damn painful.
yeah,
And
I've
then
heard about it from other
and then
folks.
my mom knows it wasn't this job. I think it was a job before she had. Like
Right.
some lady she worked with said she had a bigger kidney stone than I had. She had like a pretty fairly good size one, I guess, and she said it was more painful than giving birth.
Oh,
Yeah, because hers was like bigger. Mine was like 2 6 millimeter ones going down the same tube. But what it is a lot of people have kidney stones. They're up in their kidneys and never go anywhere.
yeah,
They just stay up there, and then and then sometimes what it was you would notice it because that kidney stone, you notice when it starts moving, when it hurts. It just stays there.
yeah.
It doesn't hardly hurt at all. And then when you like, because I was wondering why, I was like, man, I was like drinking stuff, and I go, man, it hurts every time I hurts really bad. It hurts even more when I drink like water or something. It would hurt even more.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurt probably about, probably hurt like about a 6 or something, 5 or 6 when I was just sitting there. But when you drink something, water go down and just start to move again. It's like, oh man. And then the sharp pain came on, and it wasn't
Wow.
pleasant. And then I had an ulcer. The ulcer kind of sucked too. That was just like a
Yeah.
straight probably like a 6 or 7 on the pain scale. It was like all the time.
Right.
you know. And then I've seen some other people go through painful stuff. I remember I was watching my dad when he had his knee replaced, and they do therapy where they sit you on a chair with your leg out, and then they bend it backwards when you have a knee replacement. They want it to go 110 degrees, so it goes back towards you 10 degrees from a 90-degree like angle. And then, man, he was saying, "Oh, what's the pain level? About an 8." And then I remember the therapist was like probably 6 or 7 years ago goes, "Most people say it's a 10." So my dad's pretty tough, I guess.
Oh
But yeah,
wow.
it looked painful too when he was having to bend his knees. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was there for like a few of his therapy sessions. I went there and stayed there for like a few days one time when I had time off from work, and I was watching him. I was cringing. Like, ooh, it was making me like get kind of like the when you get like that kind of like weird feeling. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta go ooh, and you like shake a little bit. Oh man, I was like I couldn't. Yeah, it looked painful.
Good night, brother Sean.
Bye, Sean.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
you should
going
end
to
now. It's
sleep.
just 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, we just went over the 2 hours. So
Yep, 2 hours and 1 minute and 13 seconds.
good night, my brother from
Bye,
another.
at Hong Kong.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, it's getting close to 2 o'clock in the morning here. So, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. Thanks for coming up, Brett.
Yeah, you're welcome always.
Yeah, man. Uh, I gotta laugh at them too.
Good night, sister from another mister.
Yeah.
At least on Wolf's not here right now.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down now,
Yeah.
folks. And I appreciate all of you for being here. Everyone that's participated, whether it was up on the panel or out in the chat. Thanks for being here. It's been great having all of you here. Yeah, I may have to rename this stream because it wasn't that short of a stream. And
It
ended up
wasn't
going
long
2
either.
hours.
was like
I was thinking, well, I'll go about an hour and a half at the most.
Yeah.
It
Well, they
worked
never
out
go
that way.
as long as you think they're going to go. Like you go, I only want to do an hour, and then it goes longer than that all the time.
Oh yeah,
Pretty much every time. But I'll let you go though, so
Yeah,
you can
but
end.
we had
So
good
bye, Bruce again. Bye, everybody in chat. I'm out.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Brett. All right, everybody. Take good care of yourselves. God bless you all. And hey, my heart and my prayers are out to all of you OFWs. God bless you. And just take good care of yourselves. And if you're having issues, go to your consulate. Anyway, take good care and good night. And yes, good night, sis. All right, bye. Bye bye, everybody. See you guys later.